How you doing, everybody? I just wanted to take a minute to wish everybody, all my brothers and sisters in arms, a happy Veterans Day. Whether you're separated, retired, or currently serving, enjoy the day tomorrow. You deserve it and everything that comes with it, because of your sacrifice to this nation. Um, and I do want to give a special shout out to my own kids, who are actively serving and serving abroad right now, and wish them a happy Veterans Day as well. I wanted to just share a brief message with you, and I'm gonna try to be brief because sometimes I know I can be long-winded when I get to talking, especially when it's something that I'm passionate about, right? So, being that tomorrow's Veterans Day, right, I had to share this because it's something that's involving not just myself; it involves a lot of veterans out there. And the topic of this brief message is the VA hospital. Um, when I left the service, I am service connected. I have chronic lower back issues from my time in the service, and however, I don't generally seek any services from the VA hospital at all, for a lot of reasons that I won't get into. However, I did go yesterday to the VA, my local VA hospital, because I was having some really bad issues with lower back pain, and I decided to go in and get checked out. That way, everything is in my record and on file with the VA. So I get to the VA hospital about noon, a little bit after noon, maybe. I check in, and I left the VA hospital uh, probably about 8 o'clock last night. And the time frame is not what bothers me, right? Because even if you go to, uh, seek medical care in the private sector, sometimes it's going to take a while depending on what's going on with you, right? However, I think what upset me and what left me with such a bad taste in my mouth for the VA again yesterday, right? And it's something that's happened to me in the past, and it's something that I know has happened to a lot of veterans out there. You go in there, and you're looked at in a certain way by certain VA staff, as if I'm coming in there asking for a handout, right? I'm not in asking for a handout. I have private insurance that I pay for out of my own pocket because of my employment. I could have sought health care anywhere else. I could have went private sector if I wanted to. However, I chose to go to the VA. I chose to go to the VA, right? So I get there to the VA, and the to kind of bring everything to a brief summary, right? I was hella uncomfortable yesterday with the treatment I got at the VA hospital. But the one thing that really broke the mold for me yesterday, the straw that broke the camel's back, was I'm sitting in there in a bed, in the VA hospital, and I've been in pain since the second I stepped through the door. Even before, that's the reason why I went there. Was I was just experiencing a lot of pain. I wanted to get an X-ray done, possibly an MRI, to find out, how much worse my lower back issues have gotten. Right. So my wife is with me, and I sat in this bed for hours. Okay. I rang that call button 3 times. And the reason why I hit that call button was because I wanted an update on my status. What's going on? You guys drew blood, did a whole bunch of other stuff. You did x-rays, you did a CT scan. Nobody's telling me anything, right? So all 3 times that I rang that call button, they shut the call button off. Didn't even send anybody in there to check on me. Okay, now, I'm a grown man, okay? I can take care of myself. What bothers me is that in a healthcare setting, in a hospital setting like that, when somebody rings a call button, generally it's because they need something, right? So it is your job as healthcare staff, as hospital staff, to make sure that you either send the charge nurse in there, send the nurse that's attending to that patient, or whoever is available to stop in and check in on the person to offer any assistance, right? All 3 times the call button was shut off and nobody came in to see me, okay? So essentially, the way it made me feel is that you're treating me like an animal. I'm not an animal. I'm a human being first, and I'm a veteran. Okay, I served my country like so many others did. I put the uniform on, I sacrificed, left my family behind in order to put the nation's interests first and foremost above anything. Okay, and I did that willingly. Nobody asked me to do that. Okay, but what bothers me is that if it wasn't for us veterans, there would be no VA. If it wasn't for our sacrifice and if it wasn't for us, there would be no cushy VA job for you to sit there. Don't treat veterans like that. When we come in there looking for health care, treat us with the dignity and the respect that we deserve. We're not coming in there for a handout. We're coming in there because we have health issues and health concerns that we're seeking help for. That is your job and your responsibility at the VA, is to take care of veterans. Now, last night, you surely didn't take care of me. So, I wanted to vent a little bit, and I wanted to vent because I want every other veteran out there, whether you're a family, friend, whatever the case may be, all my brothers and sisters, arms out there, when you go to the VA looking for health care, looking for assistance with any medical concerns, okay, make sure you get treated with dignity and respect, and if you don't, speak up and say something, because you are the veteran. They are there to service and work for you. You are the reason why they are there. And if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be employed. There wouldn't be a VA. So don't sit there and take it on the chin for that kind of treatment when it comes to you going to the VA. Make sure you speak up and say something, which I did yesterday. Oh, and they heard me loud and clear. And I will be sending out various emails to people up top as well to make sure that my experience with the VA yesterday is not just going to go null and void. Somebody's going to know about it. But it took me lighting a fire literally onto their rear end and getting upset about the treatment I was getting for them to start moving and shaking things to get me the information that I needed. Veteran, you're to be respected. And if you don't get that respect, especially at the VA, demand it. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. If you listen to this video, if you watch this video, if you hear this message, pass it on to everybody out there that you know. All other brothers and sisters in arms out there, whether they're separated, retired, or currently serving, okay? Don't let the VA treat you like an animal. Don't let it happen. And if you're not getting the treatment that you're supposed to get when you go to the VA, make sure that you make your voice known, make your voice heard, okay? Because it doesn't matter how long you serve this country, whether you were in for one enlistment or whether you retired. Doesn't matter what rank you are. If you put that uniform on and you served your country for however long you did, when you walk into that VA hospital, that commands respect, because they are there because of us. Disheartening, right? Very. Again, if you watched it, thanks for letting me vent. Thanks for listening. And again, happy Veterans Day, man, to all my brothers and sisters in arms out there, man. We are greatly underappreciated for what we've done and what we continue to do. Thanks.